right, y'all. I want to talk about something for a minute I don't talk about a whole lot on this channel, but trust me, it's always at the forefront of my thought process when it comes to the fighters and the sport of boxing and who and what I support, and that's the race issue as it pertains to marketability and who can sell what and who's worth what and so forth and so on. And it's not even just about a certain race or just race in general, but it's just about, you know, perception, stigmas, and energy that we put out there. So we heard Abel Sanchez several years ago, back when he was training Triple G. His excuse for Triple G not to fight certain black fighters was that they don't sell. And he actually said black fighters don't sell in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not gonna say that's exactly how he said it. It's been years ago since I heard it, but that was what he said. And of course, a lot of us fans who support black fighters, not just black fans, but fans who support black fighters, took offense to that and went to bat. And of course, you know, there's cases out there or proof out there that black fighters can sell. Black fighters can draw a crowd. Black fighters can do great numbers on regular TV, on Showtime, on whatever network, and also in pay-per-views. So, you know, that was basically debunked, so to speak. But the issue I have is that's not just being said by fighters who are people and promoters or managers who are against black fighters or against their fighters facing black fighters. It's also being said by other black fighters who don't want to fight or don't want to fight certain other black fighters or don't want to face certain fighters. My thing is this: to the fighters, this is y'all's sport. And if when you don't want to fight another fighter, your go-to is that they don't bring anything to the table, then they are part of the same sport that you are. And the more fighters that you guys say can't sell, aren't marketable, the more you're saying that the sport isn't marketable. Because the sport isn't the sport without the fighters. And the sport needs the fans to pay attention, to support, to bring in revenue. But at the end of the day, if you're telling us that some of you aren't marketable and some of you aren't worthy of us watching, some of you don't sell, what if we start to listen to that? I think these fighters, not just the black fighters, but these fighters in general, need to stop using that excuse when they don't want to fight someone. Stop saying they don't bring any money. Stop saying they're not marketable. Stop saying they don't sell. Stop saying they don't have a fan base. And build together to bring your sport to where it needs to be. Because you're basically cutting off your nose to spite your face every time you crap on another fighter talking about what they don't bring to the table. Because at the end of the day, at some point, you didn't bring as much to the table as you bring to the table now. And the only reason that you bring more to the table is because you got opportunities. And if fighters aren't going to be willing to give other fighters opportunity, how is the sport of boxing going to move forward? How is the sport of boxing going to grow? If there's going to be a hard line drawn in the sand that my fighters aren't going to fight certain other fighters because of this or because of that, it's stagnating the sport of boxing that you guys should love more than I love. So my opinion on it is that it is further proof and further evidence that boxing is contributing to its own demise more so than any outside influences are. That's all I got to say on the subject. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Need y'all to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Trying to build something over here. Can't do it without you. I'm out. Peace.